Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are doing another sale haul where I go through the various pickups that I have gotten in the last few weeks. I want to say these date back for about 2 weeks or so. All of them have been on sale. We have had many different label sales the last few weeks, and I just tried to get as many as I could without breaking the bank. So we're going to first go through the Criterion selections that I got, and then we'll go on to Orbitdvd, and then finally some Amazon and Diabolic pickups. So the first Criterion that I got was a movie that I've seen before, directed by King Hu, and it's a movie called Dragon Inn. The other film that this director has made is called A Touch of Zen, which I really enjoy. But it's been a few years since I've seen either of them, so I don't really have too much that I remember. So I'm excited to rewatch these. Very fun wuxia films, martial arts films, if you do not know. 1967, Dragon Inn by King Hu. And then we have the next film, which I've seen before. This Criterion haul was a lot less of, I guess, rewatches, or was more about blind buys than buying movies that I'd already seen. But this one was out of print for I don't know how long, so I decided to pick it up on 4K, and it is Don't Look Now, one of my favorite horror films of the last, I guess, in this, I guess one of the last major horror films that I needed to get into my collection that I really wanted. I saw this many years ago on Netflix DVD through the Criterion Bluray, and I really enjoyed it. And then the Bluray went out of print for 4 or 5 years, and I finally was able to get the 4K. I almost caved and ended up getting the Studio Canal 4K, but I'm happy I saved my money and ended up getting the 4K Criterion. So Don't Look Now. The next one I got was because a friend of mine recommended that I get into more Christopher Nolan films. So I ended up getting one of his first, which is called Following, from 1999. I don't know really anything to do with this film, so I don't really know what to really talk about, but I have it. I'm excited to watch it. It's short. It's 70 minutes. There is a new interview with Christopher Nolan on this release, so that's exciting. So that is Following. The glare is not helping with this cover. And then next we have a movie that I have not seen before, and it's directed by Yasujiro Otsu, and we are talking about the film Tokyo Story. This is one of his most well-known films. It's one I have not seen yet, but one I do want to see eventually. So this is Tokyo Story from 1953. This is one that I've been hearing many, many things on, and I've been wanting to see for a while now. So it's a blind buy that I've had on my list for many years. So, and the next we have a film by Juzo Itami, who did Tampopo, one of my favorite films. This is a Criterion release that they did a few years ago. I want to say 2020, maybe 2021, not sure. But this is the film called The Funeral. Same director as Tampopo, Juzo Itami, but the Japanese name for this film is Ososhiki, which means the funeral, I presume. But I don't know too much about this one, but I love Tampopo. I've been wanting to branch out a little bit with this director, so pick this one up. The Funeral from 1984. So this must have been before or after Tampopo. And then I got this film here, which is a Russian film, a Russian war film that is, I think, 8 or 9 hours long. I'm not sure. But it is the film War and Peace. I've been really wanting to see this movie for a very long time now. I remember when this was first announced from Criterion, and I was surprised that there were movies that that lasted this long, 422 minutes, according to the back of this. But oh my gosh, I think this will be a really fun binge that I'll do one day, maybe in November. But that is War and Peace, directed by Sergei Bondarchuk. I hope I said that name right, but that one's gonna be a fun one, I think, for me. And then I got a new Martin Scorsese release from Criterion. This is a concert film called The Last Waltz. I've been in a concert film mood the last few weeks because I saw the new Talking Heads Stop Making Sense 4K restoration in theaters a couple weeks ago for my birthday, and it was one of the best theater experiences that I had in a very long time. But I don't know anything about this one, but I'm sure it is amazing. So that is The Last Waltz by Martin Scorsese, directed by Martin Scorsese. And then we have another Japanese film here from director Seijun Suzuki. It is Tokyo Drifter. This is another one that I've heard many, many good things on, but I have not seen yet. So going in with as little information as I can. But this is from 1966, so this should be a really good film. I don't really know anything about Seijun Suzuki, so I hope this is a great director to start my journey with. So, Tokyo Drifter. And then next we have another Martin Scorsese movie that I have not seen, but this one's a recent film that he had done with Netflix, and Criterion did a 4K, but I got the Blu-ray. This is The Irishman. I'm still debating on going to Killers of the Flower Moon either today or tomorrow, but I may end up waiting because there are too many movies I haven't seen by Scorsese, at least his recent ones, that I want to watch first before I go into Killers of a Flower Moon. But this has everybody that has ever been in a Scorsese film: Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. So this should be a really great film. 210 minutes, roughly. So I really hope this is as amazing as his other films. Now I have another Japanese film here from 1954 that is directed by Kenji Mizoguchi, who is one of my favorite directors. But this is one that I randomly found and I added it. I know nothing about this, but this movie is called A Story from Chikamatsu. Chikamatsu. I hope I said that right, but the glare is not helping on the artwork right now. But I got this film because it's a director I love a lot because of the film Harakiri and The Human Condition. I think Kenji Mizoguchi did that one. No, he didn't. That was Masaki Kobayashi. Kenji Mizoguchi is that's right, he was one of the original great Japanese directors before Kurosawa. Okay, so this is a sort of golden era Japanese film, so this one will be good. So I'm excited for this one. Story of Chikamatsu. And I'm finally delving more into Indian cinema now because India has been a continent that I have been, or country that I've been really intrigued by lately, mostly because of its food. There are many Indian restaurants around me, so I've been really enjoying that food lately. So I decided that I should probably delve into Indian cinema more. That way I can be more appreciative of Indian culture and more knowledgeable about it because I know nothing about Indian film. Aside from this director, who is Satyajit Ray. I'm sure I butchered the naming, but this is Devi. Daisuke Beppu, who is a amazing YouTuber who does a lot of Criterion reviews. He said this is one of his favorite releases of that year that this release came out. And it came out in 2021, so I don't know really anything about this film, but a friend of mine from India said that this is one of the most famous Indian films, so I'm excited to see how I respond to this one. But it's from 1960, so this looks to be very interesting. So this is Devi by Satyajit Ray. Apologies for the name butchering. Okay, we're almost done with the Criterion releases that I got, but we have two more, or a couple more that I want to show. I got this one directed by Jim Jarmusch, who is a director I know nothing about, somebody who I know of, but I just haven't seen any of his films yet. So I got this one, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. I'm a pretty big fan of Forrest Whitaker. I haven't seen too many of his films outside of Star Wars Rogue One and just some random ones here and there. But I've heard this movie is very similar to a lot of crime, sort of Japanese crime films, so that's really all I know about it. It says on the back of here that Jim Jarmusch combined his love for the ice-cool crime dramas of Jean-Pierre Melville and Seijun Suzuki. So, seems like I wasn't too far off with what I know, but I'm excited for this one. I don't know anything about it. Please let me know if this is a good film or not, because I know nothing. So, Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai, 1999. And one of the final Criterion Collection editions that I got from the sale was this one here that Daisuke also recommended. And it's one that is directed by Hu Xiao Shin. I think that's how you say it. Apologies if I said the name incorrectly, but this is the film Flowers of Shanghai. So it's a Chinese film that I've been really wanting to get into ever since it got announced, but it comes with a new documentary, new introduction by Tony Raines, who I have a lot of appreciation for, and it's from 1998, so we shall see how good this film is, but I have a feeling that I will love it. So that is Flowers of Shanghai. And then we have two more movies that I got from the Criterion sale, because I hit the $500 limit on my account. Not limit, but milestone on my account. And a $50 coupon or gift card. So I ended up getting these two films here. The first one is After Hours, directed by Martin Scorsese. So this is another one that I have not seen. So we shall see if I enjoy it. I don't really know even the actors who are in it, so I'm not looking either, because I want to go in as blind as I can, but this is one that a lot of people have been wanting to see for I don't know how long, so I'm really excited to finally see it myself. So I have the majority now of Martin Scorsese's movies. I just need Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, Last Temptation of Christ, which I guess I'll get whenever they announce it on 4K, but a couple other movies here and there that I need by him. But the final movie that I got from the Criterion sale that I got using the gift card was a 4K of Wall-E. I haven't seen this movie since theaters, actually. I can't even remember, but this is completely full of special features, so I'm really excited to check this out. I know it was controversial when this was first announced, but I think this deserves to be in the collection, although the collection is very much constrained by copyright and what they can get licensed. It's not really a Hall of Fame type of situation. But I'm excited to revisit this one, especially on 4K. I don't really know how 4K betters animation or picture quality for animation, so yeah, I'm really excited. So we're going to go through the Orbit and also Amazon releases now, and then finish off with my one Diabolic pre-order that I made. But the first movie that I got from the Amazon sale was one that I got pretty reluctantly because I'm happy with the Blu-ray that I have, but this was half off, I think. So I decided to get it. Why not? And I got the 4K Phenomena from Synapse. I was going back and forth on getting the Arrow 4K, but I don't know. I didn't get sold on it, so I ended up getting this edition. It's nice and thin. So yeah, I'm excited to have this. I'm upgrading my Dario Argento movies to 4K, so that will be nice. So, and the next we got from the Amazon Shout Factory sale, because they had a longer sale than Shocktober's, was this film here called Child's Play. I finally got it. I am going to get the 4K box set that is coming from Arrow Video, but the issue with that box set is that it doesn't come with a 4K of Child's Play. It only comes with a studio Blu-ray of this film, so I went ahead and got this. That way I can rewatch it and kind of get excited for the box set. But I am going to get the Arrow box set eventually. So I have seen this movie before. I really enjoyed it, but I mean, it was 2016, 2017, so it's been a very long time, but I'm excited to rewatch Child's Play. And then the next title that I got from the sale was one that I wasn't planning on upgrading, but I decided, why not? I'd rather have a high quality cut of the film than just a studio Blu-ray of it. And so I got Army of Darkness on 4K from Shout Factory. This is the non-steelbook. The steelbook was cheaper, but for $1 more, I could get the non-scratchable version. So I've seen this movie I don't know how many times, so there's really not much else to talk about this film. Everything that needs to be said has been said, unless I'm missing something. But love this movie. Very excited to have this edition. And then I got this one as well for really cheap. Return of the Living Dead on 4K. I wish it came with a slipcover, but oh well. I rewatched it already, so I can immediately put it on the shelf after this video. But I love this movie. It's my favorite of Dan O'Bannon's films. Probably my favorite non-George Romero zombie film ever. So yeah, Return of the Living Dead. The new scan looks amazing. And then I got this film from Amazon because I decided I need to have a physical copy of this film, although I'm not a big fan of this film. And I may get a lot of shit for this, but it is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I got it on 4K. It was like $10, something like that, so I decided to get it. I've always preferred the book over the movie. I love the camera style or camera technique and cinematography that is in The Shining, but I don't really like too much else in the movie. I think the performances are a little dry for me, or at least one note, because our characters don't really change throughout the film. That was the impression that I got the last time I saw it, but I need to rewatch it. It's been at least a decade since the last time I saw it, because I read the book in college, and I didn't really want to rewatch the movie, because I still don't really like the characters in that movie. They're really uninteresting to me. But I did get the 4K of The Shining, so my Stanley Kubrick collection is almost complete. And then I got a few editions from Orbit, one of which was this film here, directed by Stephen Tung Wai, Magic Cop. I don't really know anything about this film, but I've seen enough people recommend it with flying colors, high reviews, so I decided why not get a copy of this. But it comes with a commentary with Frank Jang and Mark Walco, so I'm really excited to see what they have to say about this film because I love all of the commentaries that they've done. I think Righting Wrongs was my favorite commentary, but yeah, this will be a fun time, I think. And then the next film that I got was a film starring Chow Yun-fat, directed by Ronnie Yu, who did Bride of Chucky and also Freddy vs. Jason. And this is the film Postman Strikes Back. So this will be a fun few weeks of martial arts films and action films that I got here. But I don't know anything about this film either, so, but I do see there's a lot of snow on the front, so I do like my snow setting films whenever they pop up, because they don't pop up often, so, yeah. So that's what I got from Orbit, and then my final film that I got for this haul just came in an hour ago in the mail. So I'm very happy that this came in because I'm excited to revisit this before the end of the month. But this is the film box set by Arrow Video 4K of the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. I'm trying not to get all these glares, but this is a big, thick set. I'm really impressed by this set, but it's not open yet, so I don't really know what the inside looks like outside of some pictures I've seen, but I've never enjoyed Hellraiser 1. This is why it took me so long to get the Blu-rays of these films, because I never really cared about the film. And when this set came out, I was like, I still don't know if I want this sale or this box set. And then I saw it on sale on Diabolic for about $85. I guess it wasn't on sale, but it came back on sale from them because it was out of print or out of stock for a while. And it seemed like there was no other choices to go with. And I decided I'd rather have the definitive edition. So I decided to get all three of them because I do want to see Hellraiser 3 because it was filmed in Greensboro, North Carolina, where I'm living now. And so, yeah, I thought this would be a fun set to get. I really hope it's worth my time. If it's not, at least I can sell it back pretty easily for more money than I spent on. So this is the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. So, yeah. That is all of my pickups that I've done the last 2 weeks or so. I have more coming in, but it's going to be at least another month until those come in. So I decided to go ahead and do the haul video. So that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, or leave a comment. If you do so, I'd really appreciate it. So please have a great rest of the weekend, and please catch me in the next video.